I will go anywhere just to see her again. Extreme Foolishness TV here. This is where I talk about extreme foolishness that goes on around you. Today we have a very interesting show here. We're going to be talking about Nicki Minaj and about how her cousin's friend, allegedly had his balls swollen because he took the COVID vaccine, and how he became impotent, and how his wife-to-be called off the wedding and left him lonely. This is Nicki Minaj's tweet. I'm sure you guys have seen this story. This is not a new story. My cousin in Trini wouldn't get the vaccine because his friend got it and became impotent. His testicles became swollen. His friend was weeks away from getting married. Now the girl called off the wedding. So just pray on it. Pray on the vaccine. Pray. Put holy water on the vaccine. Bind it. All forces, demonic forces on the vaccine. I remove it from the vaccine. And make sure you're comfortable with it. Your decision, not bullied. Jimmy Kimmel saw the story and said he wanted to talk to Nicki Minaj's cousin's friend. But what did Nicki Minaj do? Typical. She dodged. She said, "He's willing to talk for the right price. I'm his manager. Call me Jimmy." Oh, Nicki Minaj's cousin's friend wants to talk about how he became impotent because he took the vaccine, and how his balls got swollen, and how his wife, or wife-to-be, shall I say, left him and called off the wedding. Now he's out there with a swollen testicle, no wife-to-be, by himself, and he can't get it on anymore. So Nicki Minaj wants to charge. She says she's his manager. Call me Jimmy. Straight capping. You know Nicki Minaj is lying. The funny thing is that the UK and Trinidad health officials, they've claimed that what Nicki Minaj is saying is completely false. That she's making up this story. They said, unfortunately, we wasted so much time yesterday running down this false claim. Poor people. This is like filing a false police report. Pretty much the equivalent. So you got these folks running up and down the entire island of Trini looking for somebody with swollen balls who can no longer get it on. And they couldn't find that person. As far as we know at this point in time, there has been no such reported either side effect or adverse event. And what was said about this is that it wasted our time yesterday trying to track down, because we take all these claims seriously, whether it's on social media or mainstream media. There hasn't been any single reported case of testicular swelling, fancy word for swollen balls, following the COVID vaccine shots in Trinidad. Poor people, they now, because of Nicki Minaj's false tweet, they now had to start hunting down for somebody with swollen balls on the island of Trini. And they couldn't find anyone. And they have refuted Nicki Minaj's claims. It's kind of sad. But the sad part is that Fox News has now taken this and using it and they're using it as political football. Who else other than Tucker Carlson? Hear what Tucker Carlson has to say. Oof.
He's fine. It's Nicki Minaj's cousin's friend's testicles who are swollen from taking the vax. That's the claim. But it's not anything to do with the physical effect of the vaccine that makes our political class mad. It's the last part of Nicki Minaj's tweet that enrages them. The part where
seriously,
you should pray on it, make the decision yourself.
Are you kidding me, Tucker? He said that's the part that enraged people. That because she said you should pray on the vaccine, like laying hands and saying, "I bind this vaccine. I bind all the demons on this vaccine." That is the part that got people mad. That's what Tucker Carlson is saying. He knows he doesn't believe that. He knows that it's not true. Who cares if you pray on the vaccine? You can pray on whatever you want to pray. I know people who pray on food before they eat it. They pray on whatever. No one cares.
Like a free human being and, quote, don't be bullied.
No one is bullying anyone.
So our media and public health officials didn't like this because they make their livings bullying people.
What makes their living bullying people? Whatever, Tucker.
So they couldn't let it stand.
People, man, like Tucker Carlson is clearly using this as a political football. He's trying to score cheap political points. He claims that the part that people are pissed off is the part of Nicki Minaj's tweets where she says you should pray about it and you should make up your mind and don't be bullied. Who cares about if you pray on it or not? Ain't nobody bullying anyone. The only thing that pisses me off is that a lot of these anti-vaxxers, once they get sick, they run to the ER and crowd the ER. And it's affecting people who have health problems from having access to the ER. There was a story the other day about a guy who died of a heart attack because 43 they contacted 43 hospitals and they couldn't find an ICU bed for him. I think this story came out of Alabama. They couldn't find a bed for him on time and he passed. The same doctors you refuse to listen to are the same doctors you're going to run to once you catch the Delta variant. And you know that Delta variant does not play. Once they catch it, they run straight to the ER and start begging for the vaccine. And to Nicki Minaj, you know she's straight lying. What is the name of your cousin's friend whose balls got swollen? What is his wife's name? What is the name of the person, of the wife or the wife-to-be who called off the wedding? His fiancé. What is her name? What is the proof? Maybe he caught an STD, because I know there's a lot of stuff out there that's probably going to make your balls swell up. Maybe he was having sex with somebody he had no business having sex with, and he caught it. You going to blame the vaccine? I didn't even think any of this happened. I think Nicki Minaj just straight up made this story up just because it sounds good. It's always good to say my cousin's friend, my auntie's homie, my friend's cousin's brother's niece. Fictitious people who have no name or identity. That's why a lot of these athletes and entertainers and artists are dumb and stupid. They got a huge platform. But I didn't even think Nicki Minaj ever took a biology course, let alone pass a biology course or understand the basic science. This is not the first time I've had a vaccine. What is the correlation between the COVID vaccine and swollen balls? Nothing. She didn't say what type of vaccine the cousin allegedly got. Was it Moderna, J&J, Pfizer? None of that. She just made the story up. And now it appears, from what I've heard, Joe Biden has invited her to the White House. That stuff pissed me off. Why would you reward somebody who just spewed false information using her Twitter, false information about COVID, and you rewarded that person by giving that person an invitation to the White House? If I were Joe, I would be like, hey, before you can come to the White House, you have to recant that statement. Otherwise, what is the point of bringing a popular anti-vaxxer like Nicki Minaj and bringing her to the White House? It's going to do more harm than good, and that's some extreme foolishness. Because the people who she inspires are going to be looking up to her in the White House, and who knows what she's going to say. Is she going to pretty much reaffirm what she said earlier? Will she recant the statement? I don't know. But I don't think she should be invited to the White House. And I get it. Joe is trying to reach her so that she can reach her audience or her followers, because she has a huge platform, no doubt about that. But not everyone who has a huge platform uses it responsibly. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to this channel. Hit the bell notification so that anytime I upload videos, you'll be in the know. People, pray. Pray over any vaccine. Bind any demons in that vaccine. Bind it. Go to the mountaintop and pray too. Don't let anyone bully you. I don't know if anyone is bullying you, but don't let anyone bully you. Do what you're comfortable with. And most importantly, say no to extreme foolishness.